Hi girls, Ms. Gaska here. Today I'm going to go over English 3 Semester 2 Week 1 Activity 5.4, Synthesizing Facts, Interpretations, and Media Formats. Our learning targets for this activity are to select appropriate sources to answer a research question and to accurately record factual information from research sources. Our strategies are going to be close reading, marking the text, and questioning the text. So, starting your research. In this activity, you will practice the thinking process that you should use as you work with your partner or in small groups, so since it's online independently, to develop your research process. 1. First, you must formulate a working question to focus your research. So what is the overarching question that you are going to be seeking to answer as you do your research project? 2. Next, conduct a close reading of the research information, marking the text for key ideas and details. 3. Third, discuss this information. No, you're not discussing it with your partner because you're not going to have a partner. But you are going to think about the significance of the information as it supports your question. And then last but not least, for a multimedia presentation, you need to consider how you'll present this information to your audience and what information you will share. So here are some possible multimedia formats. So think about what possible format you might want to use. So there are presentation slides like a PowerPoint or a Prezi, music or MP3 player. Do people still use MP3 players? Video, a poster, postcard, a letter, an interview, a text message, a web page, a social media page, blog, billboard, photographs, advertisement, scene from a play, oral interpretation, folk tale, chart, map, or diagram, brochure, timeline, board game, a newspaper article, a review of a performance, radio talk show, reality show. And there are many other media formats. If you come up with any, you could list them in this space. So here is a chart to show how to synthesize facts, interpretations, and media formats. So you put your question in the top. What was the, and this person used the example, what was the role of visual artists during the Harlem Renaissance? So in facts, this is where they record information about whatever their topic is from the source that they found. Reflection is when they write any comments they might have about it or any questions they might still have. Possible media formats, that would be like the best way they think would be to convey this fact. And then commentary would be like the notes that they're planning on including along with that fact when they present it. So their example says, the decade overall was one of the tense, turbulent, and sometimes violent relations between black and white Americans. Their reflection is, did or how did the artist escape the violence and tension? And then their media format was they were thinking of pictures of the artist or pictures from scenes at Cotton Club. And their commentary was that they were going to explain that a number of wealthy white people supported the artists financially. So, now when you begin your research, conduct the pre-writing steps of selecting a topic and formulating a research question. That's the very first thing you're going to want to do. What topic interests you most about the Harlem Renaissance? And what's a question you can formulate based on that topic? This part you don't have to worry about, come to consensus since you're working alone. And then you want to write a level 2 or level 3 research question. I recommend writing 2 or 3 and then choosing the one that you think is the strongest. And then once you've selected that, generate additional open-ended questions about your topic to be sure to address all parts of the major research question, such as secondary questions that evolve from the major question. So then, let me give you an example. I could say, what impact did the art from the Harlem Renaissance have on artists of today? So I could research that impact. So I'd be like, did it change did it play a role in the development of style? Did it play a role in choosing themes or focal points, so on and so forth. So those are examples of some questions that go off of my first question. So think about how you're going to gather data, how you're going to synthesize those facts. And then you're going to be completing these remaining columns using the research that you find. So when you are identifying your level of question, explain why you labeled it level 1, 2, or 3. And then predict what information and sources you're going to need in order to provide a complete answer to the question. After that, you'll be set and ready to move on to Activity 5.5. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.